Hello, my beautiful Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be your general love reading for May 2020. Now, I know I'm a little bit late, but everything happens in divine timing. So, there's a lot of astrological, planetary transits that are really making it a little difficult for us to feel comfortable, feel safe. Now, before we get into it, I'd like for you to check out my website for if you'd like a personal reading and if you'd like to purchase or put a pre-order on my newest bracelet, Calling in Your Person. This crystal bracelet is really about crystal therapy, really going to figure out and help you to see what are you still holding on to from your past? What are you doing that is preventing you from living the life of your dreams, from living the life with your vibrational match? So I really went and picked and chose the best crystals that can help you embody the yin, feminine energy that is mostly about surrendering and trusting and really getting in tune and connecting with your higher self and, you know, the divine. So if you want to check out what crystals I've used and the description of those crystals, and if they resonate with you, please do let me know and we'll put a pre-order on them. I still haven't received them, so I'm really eager to see how they look. But they are high quality crystal beads, so helping you access the highest vibration of all. And so with that being said, I needed to let you know the Venus is in retrograde and there's a lot of, like I said, astrological changes in the air. So you can check out my Venus retrograde video where I explain the themes that might come up for you during this 40-day and 40-night transit. And very important transit that just happened last week, the North Node and the South Nodes of the moon change from Gemini and Sagittarius. So I think it's important to take a look at what is causing all of this ruckus and where are we going with all of this? Where's the divine taking us? So you can check out those videos down below and let's get right into it. So we have a lot of cards here for you, Aquarius. So relationships are a big theme, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be romantic relationships. Could be relationships with the people around you, in your place of work, with family, with friends, your inner circle. People are really going to start realizing who they can truly trust, because we cannot take everyone to the next level of our life. Okay, there's a season and a reason for why we are meant to connect with people. So this is what it feels like, a season and a reason. Look at this. So 6 of Swords, the very, very first card, with you coming up as the Queen of Swords, I feel, is your energy, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. But this is you having to make a decision that's really logical. It's all about logic, the facts, okay? You cutting out something from your life, you having to make that decision to gain that sort of peace of mind with the 6 of Swords. Swords are all about thoughts, communication, how we process our mental space. You know, you're an air sign, so it's all about the mental space for you. So the very first cards are telling me that in the month of May, you're really having to accept something that's difficult, but you're looking at it from a very logical, you know, the facts. You're setting the proper boundaries. You're not allowing your emotions get the best of you with the Queen of Swords. She's great at that. We all need to harness that Queen of Swords when we need to cut something out of our life that is just not serving a purpose anymore. It's not bringing the best of us. It's not allowing us to connect with our true self. We have another Queen in your spread. This can be you evolving into the Queen of Wands. So you went from the Queen of Swords to the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. This can be someone in your life who is an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you know, in their sun sign. Or it's just basically saying you having to walk away from a situation that that asked you to set the boundary and asked you to be more emotionally detached. And then having to put that aside, you move into your Queen of Wands energy, which speaks more of the action oriented. She's a little bit warm. She's warmer than the Queen of Swords. This is emotionally detached. The Queen of Wands is really intuitive. She really blends with her environment. Okay, she's holding a cat, so she could be very intuitive as well, but it's all through action. You all see what she's about through her action, not through words, not through her emotions, but through the action steps that she takes. Wands are action, energy. What energy is she putting out there? Now, it does feel like, when I move forward here into your spread, 7 of Swords combined with the 8 of Pentacles. It feels like you're going to have to take action, or someone here is about to take action when it comes to this putting in work into a relationship with your job, relationship with your children, relationship with your partner, relationship with in-laws, whatever relationship you're putting work in. Because you're putting in the work. I see it here. You're putting in some type of labor work here. It feels 7 of Swords. It feels like you're not going to say anything. Interesting. This is your energy. It feels like you're not going to say anything. You're not going to, you know, it's usually a card of deception, 7 of Swords, but this is about you gaining peace of mind. This is about you walking away. This is about you really moving into something that's calmer, more aligned with where you're at in your mental space. You're not going to say anything. You're going to focus, and you're going to really embody that energy of, I'm going to think of me. I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to take the right action steps. However, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So this might be your mental space, but in reality, in the physical realm, it hasn't yet manifested. Maybe this is your intention. This is what you're thinking about. This is what you're, you know, processing. But it feels like you're taking time, or someone here is taking time to manifest whatever it is you're trying to get away from, because it's causing you a lot of suffering, disruption, and you feel like you need to cut it off somehow, and you need to really embody the Queen of Wands, because now you need to be bold. She's courageous, she's bold, she takes action. Now it's not only about talking about it, not just talking about we're gonna move on and we're gonna cut ties and we're going to resign. We're really gonna take action. It feels like this is more of your intention than it actually manifesting. It's slow moving, okay? It's calculated, it's methodical, it's slow. With the Knight of Pentacles, you're waiting for the right time. Interesting. 3 of Wands. You're waiting for that right timing. Okay. It's methodical, it's calculating it. You need to figure out when's the right time. The right time to do that. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Oh, there's a lot of swords. Whew. You're still juggling. You're still weighing things out. I see it here. It's confirming. You are just trying to figure it all out with those 2 pentacles. What should I do? Should I stay? Should I go? I have 2 options. 2 options. We have a lot of options. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. This speaks of you still in this process of deciding. You're still uncertain about where are we heading. Knight of Swords, this is communication. This is fast. This is impulsive. This is obviously not an emotional, warm way of getting the message across. It's just to the point. Okay, so you're having to make this decision on, how do I get to the point here? How do I get to where I need to get to? How do I decide what is best? God, there's a lot of things going on in your mind this month. The world, because it needs to come to an end. There's a cycle here. Okay, so we have the world, which speaks of the end of one's journey. The end. It's coming to a completion. Something's completed here. Whatever soul contract, whatever karmic contract you had with a group of people, a place of work, a relationship, whatever it is, it's coming full circle with the World card. It's really telling you, this has to get closed out. It's closure. It's closing out a chapter in your life. It's the last card in the tarot, in the journey of the Fool. We're going from the Fool to the World. The World is saying it's complete. It's done. Now this involves other people. And you guys are not the only sign that's been getting Three of Cups or the Community card and other decks. It's really about closing out cycles, soul contracts. And we feel it with other people. Three of Cups, it's community. It's people that we're friends with, people that we work with, okay? It's this place where we, at one point, felt like we, felt a connection. With the Moon, I feel like this closure, this completion is really going to be triggered. Whatever it is that you're coming to a close with is going to be triggered around the new moon or full moon, okay? So the Moon card, we have a new moon in Gemini coming up. In Gemini, telling me it's with other people. Gemini is about your environment, the environment that you live in, the environment that you work in, the environment that you are settled in. It's telling me that there's something that has been kind of hidden, or have you been hiding? Again, with that Seven of Swords, it's like you're not telling anybody what's going on. You're not telling anybody that you're in this place of uncertainty or an indecision. But it's going to be revealed. Okay, and some of you are, I think, a little bit scared, right, to complete this, because the Moon does speak of our fears. It speaks of the shadows. It's a dark place. You might feel like you're in a dark place right now, which is completely normal with, again, the astrology that's going on in the world, in the universe. It's just pulling us to really listen. This is the message I've been getting, Aquarius, in the last month, is just, you got to tune in, you got to listen. And in order to do that, you need to be in a place of quiet. You need to be in a place of surrender. If you're always trying to control your outer world, that says a lot about with your inner world. It says a lot about where you're at in your journey. So relying on people, places, things, jobs, at this point in time, will not work out. It's going to reveal how you're kind of disconnected in a way. You're disconnected from your true emotions, your true self. Okay, maybe you've been escaping your emotions. You've been escaping the real issues that you're having within yourself by engaging in a relationship, by engaging in a job, by engaging in a community or with people that are not at your vibration. So they're telling me to tell you, you gotta let go of that. It's a dark place to be in, and it doesn't last forever. It's not gonna last forever. Okay, so let's get some more. I'm interested in seeing what other messages are gonna pop up here with the Kipper Fortune Teller deck here. Distant horizons, interesting. Okay, so for some of you, the Moon, it landed on the Moon card. So it feels so far away. I just feel this is what is being played in my head. They're saying in my head, distant horizons. It's like something's so far away. And then we have an anchor. Something is anchoring you down. Something is holding you back. Your fears. Okay, that's it. There we go. Your fears. Something is holding you back. The Moon, the fears, the illusions, because that, you know, the moon does represent illusions, where the sun represents truth, clarity, enlightenment, warmth. But the moon is, it's a cold and dark place. It symbolizes fears. It symbolizes our illusions. It symbolizes things that we cannot see or that we don't want to see. Because it feels like you don't want to see something. There's something that is too scary to actually face. Something that's scary to face here. Something that's scary to face is something within the home. It's close environment. Again, we're in Gemini energy. So the family room, like I said, this can relate to family, things that are private, secret. Family room is private. It's close. Things that are close to you. Holding on. You're holding on. Some of you are holding on to the physical aspect, the money, the stability, the fortune, right? That it can provide. And this is why you're holding on and not able to make that decision. You're taking time. Taking a lot of time to decipher, discern. But it is having a hold on you. It's anchoring you down. Yeah, you see when I went off about how you should really sit down and tune in before making a decision. This is why this is coming out. Meditation brings answers. This is you really being in a place of peace and serenity and quiet in order to tune in to your higher self, to your inner voice, to your intuition, to your gut. Okay, so if you're constantly in this mental space of noise, there's too much noise, you really got to settle in to the quiet within you in order to get an answer about what you need to do next. Mars is in Pisces, so there's some Pisces in the air as well. And Pisces is all about surrendering, right? It's that yin energy that I was trying to talk to you about at the beginning, about my bracelet. It's really embodying the yin, surrender, and having faith energy. Communicate clearly. What do you want? There's some type of communication that you need to have with your inner self, because this is all about the inner world. Communicate with your higher self, with your inner voice. Yes, they are agreeing with me. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. This is about you being assertive right now. But the only way here, you see there's a yin and a yang. The yang is the assertive energy, is the take action. It's the Queen of Wands. She's yang. Okay, it's the masculine energy. I think there's a time and a place to be in our yin. And I think right now they're asking you to be in your yin. And there's a time and place that you're going to need to be in your yang, your masculine, your more assertive and forceful, take action energy. It feels like in the next few months, you're going to know when it's time to make that move, to take action. But for now, I feel like you really need to surrender, and you need to trust what messages you're getting through your intuition, through your connection with spirit. Now look at this. The improving health card for me is you getting aligned. Your chakras, your energy points, you getting aligned so that you can actually hear what the divine has to tell you, or what your spirit guides and your ancestors and your deceased loved ones have to say. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Yeah, I feel like something's disappointed you. There's a lot of deceit. Okay, yeah. Yep. Look at this, guys. All right, so deceit came up. You're disappointed. We see that. This is why you're having to cut things off. This is why you're having to go Queen of Swords on people, where you're just having to be emotionally detached and let people know that you're not interested. You're moving on. You're not engaging. Look at this. We have a lot of messages that point to the Four of, this is Four of Swords in the tarot, right? This is you connecting with yourself again. Rest and rejuvenation. You've got to get into this energy, guys. It's the only way, because I know that some of you are disappointed. There's a lot of deception in the air. It's normal. We're in Gemini. We're going to be in Gemini season, and there's a, like I said, in those videos that you can watch on the North Node and South Node and Venus in retrograde in Gemini, Gemini energy is very fickle. It's very deceitful. So it's happening for a reason. It's happening for us to really look back, because retrogrades are a way of us having to look back. It's the universe telling us you gotta stop and look back to what is not working. Okay? There are possibilities. If you're worried that you will have doors closed on you, that there won't be any opportunities, there will be. Look, okay? Adjacent possibilities. Possibilities will be open to you only if you tune in and you just listen. Look, cornucopia. You cannot make this up. So I wouldn't be saying that things will open up for you if this card didn't come up, okay? So there is abundance. There's limitless opportunities for you to create whatever it is that you want to create. But you just need to work on tuning in to that shadow side. This can also be you working on your shadows, on what triggers you. That's the shadow work. It's really looking at what triggers us. How do we react to things that trigger us? This is what they're asking you to pay attention to through this rest and meditation energy. All right, guys, I think I went through the whole story here. I'm really feeling the need to end it at this point. I hope these messages were insightful and helpful. Please let me know down in the comments if they resonated. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And check out my other signs and other videos about the astrology that is going on. Take care.